podcast this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what I do know? That I need to say hello, everybody, and welcome to Modular Components. It's another week. It's a bit of a chiller week this week because we're snow coneless, and we don't have anything super exciting to announce. We're just kind of chilling out, hanging here. We actually ended up starting a half hour late, but we'll still try and give you a nice, juicy episode to talk about. I mean, if all else fails, we did basically get a PulseCon's worth of reveals over the last 3 days. So
PulseCon 2 Escape from 2027.
yeah, that was your tweet. But no, the fucking 2 Hasbro reveal batches in 3 days. Oh, I'm a spoiled little boy over here. I'm so happy.
Oh, you're spoiled?
I'm spoiled. The only thing
we
we
have to
didn't
throw you out because you're spoiled and we can't make proper meals out of you.
I mean, that's best practices as is. I'm not a very good chef. But
you need to learn how to cook.
But the fucking Buster Corp and Boingo Rider, I didn't remember to introduce you. How are you fellas doing?
I'm doing well enough.
I have been working on videos and also suffering through college assignments that are very contradictory and are just bullshit and just bad. It's bad.
So, typical 20-something life then.
Yeah, at least I should probably play some. I have not been playing video games and I really need to play the last. I need to start playing games. I gotta get back into being a gamer.
Oh man, you gotta be gamer.
Yeah, the gamer.
You have to game.
Yes, legit. I feel like I've been letting down everyone who thinks I play video games, and I'm just like, no, like Sonic Frontiers comes out soon, but I'm like, and I'm gonna spend a great good weekend into on it, but just nothing in my backlog has just been gripping me yet. So
yeah, it's just I haven't been playing any games for myself just because it's streaming.
Yeah, you're playing video games on stream.
Yeah, but it's just not for myself.
Yeah, fair. I know you were playing did you ever finish Guardians of the Galaxy?
No, I kind of stopped the second I said I'm doing this.
I need to see if this thing can run some games once I get the hang of editing on it and stuff.
It should be.
Looking
at the specs.
We borrowed the build from Linus, so. By the way, my new computer is up and running now, everyone. I don't know if you know that or not. This is probably the first time I've said it in Modular.
Yeah.
Unless I say it on No Prize Tomorrow or Twit.
Is it functional enough for you? Is it working right?
It's doing mostly good. The only real major hiccup was those wires I called you for help with, and
then you sent me a picture of how it's supposed to be wired up in the manual. I just said you need to do it like that.
It's in speak that I couldn't quite understand. It said these specific labels that I'm well, that's not exactly what it says on this thing, so I don't know what it means. That's the level of technical competency I have when it comes to fucking with computers.
You're unable to infer.
Yeah. No, I want exact detail, step by micro step instructions, or it's not gonna happen.
You're never gonna function in life.
Meanwhile, I can figure out a transformer without looking at the instructions once. The dichotomy of man, everybody.
Yeah. I kind of feel bad because I don't really have much to really discuss, at least on the top of my head, besides I've been having comment under Black Sun Brain Rot because all of the episodes came out. Wish they did it weekly because I'm man, this would have been an amazing.
Yeah, I haven't had time to watch it at all.
Yeah, and that's more of a twit thing, anyways. So
yeah.
What we're gonna do? So much time, so little time. Freaking.
So little time.
I mean, by the time people hear this, the summit is in exactly 1 week, and and we're not even at that point in our time yet, and I'm feeling the pressure of that. I gotta watch 2 seasons of a show in less than 2 weeks, which I guess I don't know. Do we want to announce that?
Nah, not yet.
I mean, hey, it's just me and Vac discussing what we're gonna be doing, frickin'
Yeah, go ahead.
Lectures on.
Yeah, we've talked publicly about wanting to do this for a while, so I don't think it'll come as any major surprise to anybody. The main content out of the Modular Summit is going to be a series of lectures, kind of taking off of the format the PCP invented for YouTube, but plenty of other people have done it since they did that, so we don't feel like we're directly ripping them off, and also that group's pretty much dead at this point, so who cares?
Yeah.
And my thing is on a show I've already seen like 3 times over, but I want to rewatch all the key episodes and take notes for doing this. And I kind of decided to do it at the very last minute I could have, because I originally had a lecture planned for back in 2020, but the topic of that is no bueno now.
Topic of that just has like a really weird hump that give it a year, you'd be able to talk about it again.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe at Modular Summit 2 I will, because I
Okay,
would like to
DM
do
me
another one
topic.
next year or possibly in another 2 years.
DM me that topic. I'm very curious. I won't say it out loud, but
We've talked about it here and there, but do you want to say what you're doing a lecture on, V-Boy?
Yes, I'm going to be doing a lecture on the story of the original 4 seasons of Code Lyoko. I will briefly touch on the novels and evolution, but they're not going to be covered in any detail because I don't like the latter and I haven't read the former. So we're gonna do that because a certain somebody made a video about Code Lyoko recently that didn't sit quite right for me. I don't feel like Code Lyoko is accurately represented on YouTube now, so I gotta fucking set it back, make it perfectly balanced, like all things should be.
Should I say what I'm doing?
Yeah, I mean, like I've talked about Code Lyoko in places before, but I don't know if it would be a surprise to anyone whether or not I'd want to cover it that way. But yours, I think nobody gonna be surprised by this. No offense.
Nobody's going to be surprised. I'm basically doing like the complete contemporary history of the Marvel universe.
Mm.
the most boingo core topic you can boingo core out of a boingo.
So going from like the major important creative voices behind it, the in-universe history of the world, the different ages that have appeared, going into the major events of the comics, like talking about like because you can kind of break it up into eras and then major arcs that affect all of everybody.
So would you say you've got a lot of work or a little work left to do for that?
Here's the thing. I know most of it. It's just more of like organizing it down to know exactly what I need to talk about. Because like
you gotta write like a program format for yourself.
yeah, like, okay, cool. Yeah, I know I need to talk about the big major voices behind it, but what is the big major voices? Should I talk about this person? Kind of, maybe not.
Yeah. See, because my original topic, I like watched through the thing and took extensive notes, and then I boiled those notes down into the key plot beats for my like lecture script. And now I'm having to do that simultaneously for Code Lyoko because I decided on it so last minute. So it's a bit of a harrowing experience, I won't lie.
Yeah, see, I'm not going with a script. It's very much like I know this information and I just need to like list out, all right, these are the things I need to talk about. These are the most important beats that need to be hit. Anything else can kind of be filled in with the stuff that I just know. Like I know I need to talk about Stan, Jack, Steve, Claremont, Miller, Bendis, and there was one other Shooter. I know I need to talk about those guys. Those guys are very important.
Yeah.
But like, do I talk about Grant Morrison? Their work is very important for the fabric of the Marvel Universe. Do I need to talk about Alan Moore, even though his only contribution is one big thing that basically is a through line for all of Marvel? You know? It's just little things like that. It's like, all right, cool. I need to talk about this. But how much detail should I go into?
I think like you should probably put like the gist in there and just rely on us to ask questions because
Yeah.
I'll probably know, and I think Cody will be like, "What the fuck?" a couple times.
Oh yeah, no.
And we're
I'm
hoping to also get Cody's roommates in the audience, but that's not a surefire thing.
No. And like a big thing is like, at least for the Marvel thing, is I know I can lean into the weird what the fuckness.
Mm-hmm.
And especially because like there are certain things that I can mention and talk about, and it's just like, oh yeah, no, this is a thing. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Like, just briefly, going just by species of human-like beings on the planet Earth, there is humans, inhumans, mutants, eternals, vampires, lycanthropes, moloids, and there's Atlanteans. So there's 8 different kinds of humans living in the Marvel universe today. And that's just like, what?
Yeah. And I mean, like, I'd probably have a couple moments like that, like, just to throw out one of the more famous ones within the fandom, at least. Code Lyoko did Where's Zuko's Mom before Where's Zuko's Mom.
Ooh.
Yeah.
See, I would love. I've even had like topics brewing in my mind, but I don't got the time. Nor do I got like the freaking. I'm not even gonna.
And I
be
mean, you're
there in
also not
person.
going to physically be there.
Yeah, I was just. I would really love to. I had ideas, but I'm like, I don't have the time. I don't got the drive. It's not. I don't got the power. I can't stay hungry and devour. There is no work. There is no hours.
So you give up what's yours.
Yeah.
One day. We'll get you at one of these one day.
Yeah. I did not have a good day today, not gonna lie. That was not great. But like I don't want to talk about that. Just focus on the good. Focus on the good.
I've just been since we kind of talked about the election and we're doing it. I've just been watching this one dude who's just been making like LARP props, and it just makes me go like, fuck, that sounds fun. Just go do goofy camping with a bunch of friends.
Yeah.
And just play D&D with your bodies. Sounds fun.
Definitely.
I'll drag you to it, back.
No, I'm serious. I'm just like a little low energy tonight is all.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of things to talk about because
Hey, if you have to think about it, if you have to force a poop, it's not a good poop.
Yeah, but like everything that comes like tip of my tongue, I'm like, yeah, they'll probably not like this or something. I don't know.
I mean,
If you
gotta try it.
Yeah.
If you have to force a poop, it's not a good poop.
Yeah, and I do also want to say before we get too far away from the topic, the lectures aren't the only pre-recorded content that will be coming out of the summit post the summit. It's just like that's the big thing we want you guys to get excited for, because I know I at least have been putting in a lot of effort. Like I have some stuff, some specific moments I'm going to try and plan for to happen in the way that you plan for a moment in a wrestling match to happen.
Yeah. We'll get things made and do and done, you know?
Yeah.
We'll figure things out. We'll get it done.
Yeah.
It'll happen. We'll make it to the summit, boys.
Yeah.
We're on our way to the summit.
We're on our way to Viridian City.
See, I was thinking of it as like the fucking ACD long road to the top if you want to rock and roll, but no, y'all fuckers went Show Tunes Kid Show.
No, I did. Lego would have probably done something like that.
I mean, that was from To Be a Master, the CD from Pokemon. It's just this week's not been a bad week, but it's been a week.
Yeah, so yesterday I finally watched the eye patch wolf video on like freaking what's his name, Nathan Fielder.
Yeah,
and man, it's a well-made video. It's a good video, but I think I'm starting to grow numb to this whole like meta media thing analysis. A lot of video essayists are doing. I'm like. I kind of like everyone's trying to be this big, grand, epic, grand deconstruction of the very nature of like.
Who are you talking about? I don't see that a ton.
I know not a ton, but like I just feel like the ones I try to watch are just like I feel like there's always this big special or big like at least like Eye Patch Wolf. I just see like that kind of genre. There's this big, grand like I gotta make this big grand statement, big grand construction of humanity, or just big big. Everyone's trying to be big, and
It's
I'm like,
because all your friends are going through their I want to be big brained and talk about the nature of life phase. Me and Boingo did that 3 years ago.
And we're
oh,
also watching a lot of people who are just talking about the things they want to talk about.
yeah, and I'm
Like,
like,
I bring him up all the time, but he's genuinely one of my favorite content creators right now. Civi11.
yeah,
It's fun, it's goofy. There's a storyline, but like even in the like it doesn't make sense. It's not meant to make sense. It's just a cool visual for him to play with.
yeah.
And to make jokes of like, oh, he's a tortured prisoner. Oh, there's like 50 buttons in front of me. One of them will set me free, but the rest will fill my cell with a bunch of faceless Funko Pops. Oh, what's gonna happen? Cut to his entire cell being filled with Funko Pops and him just going like, "Arr!" And it's funny. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like. I don't know. I feel like everyone is like making all these big grid statements. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to. It makes me feel a bit insecure. Where I'm just here like talking about. Oh, here's this cool Kamen Rider show.
Genuinely, you need to start watching older YouTube creators.
Yeah,
Or just like give in to the bigger ones who are good. Like I watched a shit ton of Secret Galaxy today, and their videos are literally just here's a Wikipedia article but with fun skits and cool editing.
Their video on Twin Peaks is great though.
Yeah, I haven't even seen Twin Peaks, but I was like freaking out over like all the things I know through pop culture osmosis they did.
Ooh, I might check this out. Is that what Toy Galaxy is called now?
Yeah, they rebranded to Secret Galaxy because they want to like do more general pop culture stuff.
Oh, understandable. Oh, they did a couple Gundam videos. Yeah, these might be useful for the future because I kind of do want to do more Gundam stuff.
But like, I'm thinking about all the content all the like the people on YouTube I watch, and it's just like I don't understand. Like, I don't see that because I'm thinking like Stop Skeletons from Fighting, Mac McMuscles, 8-Bit Guy.
I like those videos, but even some of them make me feel a bit insecure.
I think you're just an insecure person and need to grow from that.
Yeah.
I don't think you shouldn't be comparing yourself to other people because they're just making what they want to make. Compare yourself to the last video you made, and are you happy with the last thing you made? And can you make something better?
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like as I get more quote unquote clout, like slowly but surely, I feel like I'm like inadequate. Like I'm like, man, these like, why do I keep talking about these shows for 3 minutes each?
Why'd you dodge the question there? Why don't you fucking answer it?
Are you proud of your last video?
Oh, I did. I am pretty okay with it.
Then are you gonna make your next one better?
Could you if you tried?
Maybe.
There's only you're gonna do it or you're not gonna do it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll try it. I don't know.
All right, that's the spirit.
Dude, that's all you gotta fucking think about. Like confidence isn't some weird nuance fucking problem you gotta solve. It's, am I doing my best? If I'm not doing my best, how can I do better? And even if I am doing my best, what can I do to improve it?
There's a reason people
knowing that you are trying your hardest and you are achieving as much as you can.
And I mean, also, don't feel bad that you can't inherently do it. Psyching yourself up is a thing people have to do. I have been listening to fucking Sean Spears' old entrance theme so much in the last couple of weeks that it's like literally the pattern my brain just falls back into if I'm not thinking about anything super hard is those lyrics.
Yeah.
You know, it's just things. It's just life.
Yeah.
You just gotta work. You just gotta do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sorry about that.
Confidence is a learned skill. It is not a state of being.
Yeah, I know, but like
legitimately, okay, this is an anecdote time, and Snowcone may or may not appreciate it, and Snowcone may not even remember it, but we went to college together, all the kind of stuff, and there was a girl I fancied. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Somewhat friends, and it's just like one time I just was like, fuck it. I asked her out, and she said no. I was like, all right, cool, and we just fucking stayed friends, whatever. And Snowcones was like, how the fuck do you do that? Do what? Just asked. And I was just like, you just fucking asked. It's like, it's just Jesus. What's wrong
It is
with
hard
you?
to get over that hump, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying, Buster. Is like it's a hump. It's not an insurmountable wall. It's not a thing. It's a learned skill.
Yeah.
It's learning that you are putting the work, you're putting the effort, that you are able to make this thing. Buster, you are able to make 3-minute videos about certain videos. Do you realize how many people who make 10-minute, 20-minute, 30-minute videos about those things would love to be able to truncate their thoughts in 3 minutes?
No, because like YouTube watch time.
Hi,
Buster,
my name is the Vacuuminator. I would like to be that person.
Buster, there is a famous phrase from a letter. I think it was from Mark Twain, who basically said, "I'm sorry, I was so. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I was short of time, or else I would have sent a smaller letter." It's knowing what to cut. It's knowing how to say things. You are able to make 3-minute solid videos that people are enjoying. That says something.
Yeah.
Good.
It just sounds like at this point that the worst YouTube comments are the ones that are inside your head.
Yeah,
You just need
because
to
like,
block 'em.
yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I guess, like, I mean, the only YouTube comments I get are just like freaking people repeating the catchphrases of like the shows.
No, I'm speaking figuratively.
I know, figuratively, yeah, like,
One must learn to speak with metaphor.
yeah, metaphor.
It's just things. It's just life.
Yeah,
You know?
I don't know. Just my brain be like fuzzy because self-doubt from family yelling at me or not getting along.
Bitches. Why are you listening to them?
Because I feel like I have to, otherwise
You
I'll
don't
die.
have to.
They're scum.
Here's the thing. What you do is fucking lie.
I guess. But
You
like,
lie to their face. Is everything all right? Yeah, everything's great. Are you doing this? Yeah, I'm doing it. Just fucking lie.
yeah.
Do the bare minimum and they won't notice, because if they're so self-centered in the idea that they want you to do something for them and not do something for yourself, then they aren't going to notice when you don't give a shit.
Hmm.
They're just going to see you, okay, cool, they did it for us, and they won't think, they will not think a second thought about it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how narcissistic, self-centered people work about it. You know?
You see. I don't. I'm just having like a weird day, man. I don't know. Just not a weird day. I mean, I got work done today. It's just the freaking everything getting to me when it really shouldn't.
Yeah. Things like that happen, my dude.
Yeah. Sorry, this ended up being another episode of freaking let's cheer up Buster.
Another episode of Get Good Buster.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. We don't know who's going to be listening to this, and we'll also need these words of encouragement, because they can listen to this, maybe having a bad day, and realize that, yeah, those bad days just mean that you got to try and make tomorrow better. And this isn't some toxic positivity kind of bullshit. It's like, no, it's a bad fucking day. Yeah, you can smile and push your way through it. It's a bad day, dude. It can be a bad day. You know?
Mhm.
You just gotta, like, work tomorrow. And hey, if tomorrow's also gonna be a bad day, it's fine. Let the day be bad. Calm yourself and take a step forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sorry. Just I got nothing much to say.
No,
I'm
Boingo and I
taking
are
it
also
in.
having a meme fight in his server at the moment.
Oh, are we?
I guess so.
This is the slowest meme fight I've ever seen.
I mean, I could always just reuse this one.
It's
Because
it's a slow motion. What is this? What have you done?
I don't know. It's
No, you fuck!
Cause like, okay,
You did that! What the fuck?
okay. So for the listeners, Vac they got a new phone recently, so they're like, I'm gonna take a selfie at Planet Fitness, and they did like the freaking rock eyebrow, like unintentionally while doing it, or
Hey,
intentionally.
Brock just popularized that. He took my gimmick and ran with it. It's my gimmick. I do it in all photos all the time for my entire life. He's a fucking bitch.
Because a DreamWorks character.
Yeah, I am. I founded DreamWorks. I inspired The Rock's gimmick. I am the greatest person of all time, and nobody has realized it yet. But that's all about to change. Trust me.
Okay.
Back out here trying to make a cult.
Freaking the inventor of DreamWorks, not Jeffrey Katzenberg, not Steven Spielberg, not the
Oh,
freaking
God,
different
should
guy.
I say it?
What?
What's who's Morbius's actor again?
Jared Leto.
I'm the Jared Leto of Modular Media.
Oh no, there is no Jared Leto of Modular Media, because if there was, we would take him out back and shoot him.
Yeah.
Ay.
Don't you love these?
Sometimes. Also,
Sometimes a grain of sand gets up your urethra.
Gross.
All right.
Yeah.
Boingo finding a way to make every possible dick joke known to man.
Hey, sometimes you just gotta be a dick, and sometimes you just gotta make a joke.
I didn't know Boingo was one of the Good Brothers.
The good fellas.
That's a wrestling reference. You wouldn't get it.
Do you think the whole thing with New Japan was a work, or do you think it's a shoot?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
So one of the Good Bros still has like the never open weight belt,
Oh.
and then they signed the WWE.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And New Japan basically was like, he needs to come wrestle this match with the belt, or else relinquish the title and give it back to us immediately. And so he responded and was like, I ain't never giving up this belt. You're gonna have to take it from me, kind of thing. And so it's like, oh, is this a work or is it a shoot? It's like, this is like is this like him finishing like contract obligations while under WWE? If so, that's really cool, because WWE's letting their like being a little bit looser with contracts. Which would be a good thing.
Yeah, well, that of all the changes, that's a pretty good change that's being made after Vince McMahon is no longer the man. Also, we should do like just a random idea throughout. We should all do a commentary of Surf's Up 2 one day.
What the fuck? Why would I ever watch that?
Because it has WWE actors.
No.
For the content, man.
Undertaker as a penguin.
Okay, that does sound pretty cool.
Isn't John Cena in it too? Yeah, John Cena's in it.
Like the Undertaker.
Is it a fucking WWE movie? What?
Yeah,
It is. They produced it.
I didn't know that.
It's not just Surf's Up Cross the WWE. It's Surf's Up 2 featuring the WWE. It's weird, man.
I only watched Surf's Up 1 once, and I vaguely remember a couple of like screen caps of it and hating the whole thing.
Oh,
This was when I was like 11.
The first one's not bad. It's a lackluster kind of movie.
I heard it was actually pretty good from like people.
So yeah, there's Hunter Hearst Helmsley as a penguin, Vince McMahon as an otter, John Cena as a penguin, The Undertaker as a penguin, and Paige as a puffin.
All right. God, those fonts are terrible.
And Mr. McMahon. Oh, that's a great sign for any movie. If you're like if you're major cast.
I love how they legitimately credited them as Undertaker and Triple H and Mr. McMahon like it's a fucking action figure box.
I mean, that's their stage name, realistically. That is their stage name.
Have you seen the freaking like renders of them next to their like characters? It's so funny, man. Cracks me up just thinking of just the Vince McMahon standing next to
Vince is funny in like almost any situation except for the one he got fired for.
Yeah. Like just this is the picture I was referring to. Just freaking cracks me.
Dear Lord.
They even put the Undertaker's stupid hat on him. I love it. His fucking surfboard is a coffin. Oh my god. Yeah, we're watching this.
The thing is, look at what Penguin Undertaker's hair is. It's just seaweed.
Good Christ.
It's just so ridiculous.
Why are Triple H and fucking John Cena Penguin wearing arm pads? They don't need them. You don't need arm pads in surfing.
Because I don't know. Maybe this movie was all about wrestling.
We gotta do like a video of just every WWE like direct-to-video kids movie review.
Oh, here's the thing. Look,
WWE movie ranked.
what if we did that? Because I'm looking at the list. We got The Scorpion King.
Ugh.
They produced that.
Oh,
They produced The Rundown. They produced Walking Tall, starring The Rock. See No Evil with Kane. The Marine, John Cena.
they produce any of the Scooby-Doo crossovers?
No, yeah, they produced the Scooby-Doo stuff. Here's the thing. I remember renting The Marine from Blockbuster.
Damn, that's a very whoa, that's a flashback.
The Condemned, Behind Enemy Lines, starring Mr. Kennedy. 12 Rounds with John Cena. The Marine 2, Ted DiBiase. I'm looking at anything interesting. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Randy Orton was in a movie called That's What I Am, an American comedy drama directed by, starring Ed Harris and Chase Ellison, received limited release. All right. Triple H starred in a movie called Inside Out.
Nothing about that is inherently hilarious.
Yeah, no, I'm looking. Some of these are produced by WWE, but they don't star WWE wrestlers.
Interesting.
Because I'm looking at it, we got The Day and Barricade, no variety of WWE performers. We got The Marine 3 starring The Miz.
I feel like this should be a video by now. Why is it done like every WWE movie reviewed or some shenanigans like that?
Honestly, I think that should be like a podcast series we do at some point. Just every episode is the next movie in production order.
WWE produced a critically acclaimed horror film.
Oh,
what?
Which one?
I'm pretty sure this was well regarded.
What is the name of the film so I can
Oculus, starring Karen Gillan.
Oh, let me freaking look this up.
The fucking Doctor Who lady?
Yeah, WWE produced a movie starring a Doctor Who lady.
Wow.
Oculus.
And she didn't appear on SmackDown or anything to promote it?
It was in 2014. This was a little bit before. Oh! They also produced Leprechaun Origins. Guess who was the WWE star who starred in that?
Swoggle, because it's all he talks about sometimes.
Oh, it's a Blumhouse joint?
Yeah.
Huh.
Relatively immediate. Yeah, whatever. Jingle All the Way too.
We have to review.
Starring Larry the Cable Guy.
That's exactly why I don't want to review it. It's not just because I love the first one. It's because I have to sit through a Larry the Cable Guy movie again.
Hey, Larry the Cable Guy is a good actor. Larry the Cable Guy, the character just sucks.
Yeah,
okay.
He's been in character this whole time. That's not him.
Oh.
There's a few like blink and you'll miss it clips out there of him breaking character, and they're way more funny than anything else he's ever done.
Yeah. Let's see. 12 Rounds 3, starring Dean Ambrose. Oh my god, The Miz starred in like multiple Christmas movies.
The Miz seems like a Christmas guy.
The Countdown, starring Kane Ziegler.
For a minute there, I thought you were telling me there's a wrestler named Kane Ziegler, and I'm like, what?
That's a funny name.
The Resurrection of Gavin Stone, starring Shawn Michaels. Oh, that's a fucking Christian movie.
Of course it is.
The McMahon strike again with their Christ propaganda.
No. Shawn Michaels is like a seriously born again Christian.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, so there's like a full-on Christian evangelical movie in their wheelhouse. Wait a second.
WWE in pure flag flicks joint.
Wait a second. Hold on. Guess who is the main star of that movie, though?
Who?
Brett Dalton. You may not know the actor's name, but he starred as one of the main characters in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He's Grant Ward.
It's amazing.
Oh my god, this is beautiful.
Like, I would love to dedicate a podcast to this, but how many views would it get?
Oh, man.
So, like, we're just on a fucking wrestling tear here, I guess. You guys, Buster, you want to know how wild wrestling is at the moment?
How?
Here's the official title for a clip from last night's episode of AEW Rampage. Will Daddy Ass ever be able to scissor again after he was abducted?
And they're really leading into the twink appeal of wrestling.
Well, Daddy Ass ain't necessarily a twink. He's a fucking hunk, boy.
Okay, well, sex appeal. I think that's what I meant to say.
I mean, you listen to some women talk about fucking Hangman.
Yeah.
I would let Hangman fuck me, honestly.
Whoa.
He's a handsome fella.
And you still say you're straight, huh?
Yeah, well, there's exceptions to every rule. It's more like I'm attracted to that person. I'm not attracted to that sex, if that makes sense.
Okay, I think it's just like if a WWE actor at this point wants to be in a movie and are still part of WWE, I think WWE just like partially produces it.
Yeah. Just like, here's $1 million, have fun.
Here's some help. Because I'm looking at, oh god, this was not well received. One of the more recent movies that is on the list on Wikipedia, 2019, released 2020 in the United States, November. It's called Buddy Games, and let me go through some of the characters that are here. We got Joshua David Dumhell, who has been in a variety of projects. We got Olivia Munn.
Mm-hmm.
We got James Rodriguez, who is the main character from Psych. We got Seamus as a character, but it's Seamus. Dax Shepard.
Wait. Did WWE co-produce fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows?
I don't see it on the list.
Okay, because Seamus voiced Bebop in that, I think.
He did. Digital streaming series.
Let me freaking look at who produced the movie.
I know.
They did not. Just Nickelodeon movies, Platinum Dunes, and Gamma Entertainment.
That's what it is, because WWE was already having a working relationship with Paramount.
Oh, that's how they were able to get John Cena in Rise of the TMNT.
Oh my god.
John Cena was in Rise of the TMNT?
Yeah, he voiced a major villain, Baron Draxum, in the first season, but in season 2, he was later replaced with Roger Craig Smith.
Okay.
I could not tell.
Similar to how The Rock did a voice for Transformers Prime.
Okay. But John Cena played him more than The Rock did in Prime.
Jesus Christ, why didn't I know about this before looking at the source? WWE has sold multi-episode anime series to Crunchyroll.
Which animes, though?
No, they're producing anime with Crunchyroll.
I don't know what to say, man. I just don't know what to say.
Xavier Woods still works for them, right?
For WWE, yes. Because he's not working for G4. Hey!
Oh, fuck. There may be hope for those animes. I don't know.
It's just fucking wild that they're doing that, you know?
Oh, that's interesting. Apparently Disney is actually pitching in on the budget for Doctor Who going forward. They're not just streaming it.
Yeah, that was a big story going through. It's they're gonna I think it's specifically to test the waters because that's the anniversary show. Let's freaking give it some extra. But I hope this means we get the backlog on Disney Plus.
Yes, at least give me the entire Revive series.
Yeah, I'd love to see some
and the
HD
spin-offs.
I'd love to see the HD versions of some Seventh Doctor stuff because that's the design that appeals to me the most.
Yeah, even if you have to go out of your way, I would definitely recommend checking out Remembrance of the Daleks. That was their 25th anniversary special, and it was really good.
Didn't Riff Tracks covered that?
I don't think so.
Because I know they covered one special, and I saw it in theaters, but you can't find it anywhere because it's
the 5 Doctors, and I did see that in theaters.
Yeah, I saw that. That's the one I saw. I was just a mood where just what Rift Tracks is doing a thing. Let's go see it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to do that again. I've been I love going to Fathom events stuff whenever I can.
Yeah, Fathom events people are generally well behaved, unlike average theater goers.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to seeing Wakanda Forever. I'm not looking forward to being in a theater with people.
Man, here's the thing. I have never had an experience with an unruly bad audience at a theater. I cannot think of one time where I went to see a movie in the theaters and someone was an asshole.
Lucky you.
Yeah. Also, I realize I probably should go see Godzilla against Mechagodzilla on Godzilla Day.
Gojira Day.
Yeah,
I would
that's
like
not
to do that, but I'm actually trying to hold back as much money as possible for the summit because
Yeah,
I got travel costs, and also we're probably gonna go on a toy hunt at some point.
Yeah. I also
Yeah.
got to think about food costs. How are we gonna eat?
I have ideas.
We could just go to like fucking Walmart, get some ingredients, and fucking cook.
That and like I don't know. I'm like particular for some reason breakfast is where my mind keeps going. Like I need
Yo, we
to
could
buy the boys breakfast.
we could go to Metro Diner because that's a place near where we're gonna be, and it's real
Okay.
fucking good shit. It's real good shit.
All right.
Oh,
that's
Alvin and the Chipmunks
that's
is
near
on.
Cody, not you, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Wait, Alvin and the Chipmunks is where?
on Disney Plus.
Oh no.
It wasn't already? I thought it was.
The Squeakquel is. It just got on there.
Oh, nice. We can see the sexy lady rats.
What? Aren't they teenagers in that movie?
They're chipmunks.
Yeah, but that's the joke. Is the movie over sexualized them, and it's weird.
I see.
Oh, Hamster and Gretel's on Disney Plus now too.
Oh, yeah, because they do like every 10 episodes. I need to catch up. It was pretty good from what I saw.
Holy shit, PB&J Otter is on there now, and Bear in
Yeah,
the Big
that
Blue
was
House.
announced. That was announced last week. I'm pretty hyped for that because I have only very vague memories of PB&J Otter, so I want to check it out again.
Also-
It's very much a preschooler kid show, but like, yeah, I have fond memories.
I would like to say, screw Wikipedia for counting the anime Godzilla trilogy as part of the Reiwa era of Godzilla films.
Are
hate
they
you.
Godzilla movies made in the Reiwa era?
Yes, but like they should be side things. Why are they like mainline? That's
Because
stupid.
Toho produced them.
Yeah.
You could always just make an account and edit it.
Yeah.
You have to have a reason to edit it.
Yeah.
And given that
they're listing reasons now.
No. It has to be like checked by the other people. Like it has to be like it took like 2 months for fucking Dean for John Moxley's name to be changed to John Moxley because the point that many moderators were having was he is more recognizable under the stage name Dean Ambrose, which is more important for searchability than to be accurate to today.
Listen, buddy. No.
They changed it. I'm just telling you what their process
but
was.
I'm saying that would be my reaction if somebody said that to me. Like, fuck you. No. Watch AEW, bitch.
But they were basically saying like more people would recognize the name Dean Ambrose than John Moxley.
Really? Because most wrestling fans fucking wouldn't at this point.
No, it was right when he left WWE and
I
joined
know,
AEW.
but I'm having the argument in real time.
Well, I'm not. I'm describing to you what happened.
Well, then maybe we need to get in the time machine and fix this.
It's already fixed. It's under John Moxley.
Hey, Boingo, how did you feel about the new Doctor Who? Did you watch it?
No.
Okay. It was basically an arc of Kamen Rider Geo, which was fucking hilarious to me.
Honestly, I think Doctor Who would do better taking more influence from Tokusatsu.
Yeah.
I mean, like, is it like don't we all joke about like the freaking Doctor Who like show the first 7 are Showa and the revival is
no, Doctor Who is British Kamen Rider. This is facts.
But I mean,
I'm just
it's more
saying, like they
taking
literally did a Geo episode.
I mean, more like actual inspirations. Like, come on, more monster suits, guys. Just be weird with it.
I saw that one clip of like one of the villains like freaking busting a move and like the freaking like Dalek and Cybermen just being like, man, I'm too old for this.
Oh yeah, that's the master. He dances now. He's danced since he first showed up in the new series. It's just a thing about his character now.
Well, I mean,
Honestly,
isn't it because of like the drums?
No, they got rid of that shit during the Capaldi era, but for some reason he's still into dancing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I liked the drums. I thought that was a neat way of like doing something fun.
I was indifferent towards it. Like, I know a lot of classic series fans didn't like it, but I started with the Revive series, so I was just like, that's how this guy is to me. But also, like, I like the post-drum take even better, because, like, they brought... Oh, God, is his name John Sim, the actor for the Master?
I do believe so.
Okay, they brought him back for Capaldi's last free parter. He was in that episode along with the actress who plays the next version of the Master after him,
The Mistress?
Missy. No, she's just called Missy.
No, Master Mistress. Come on.
When she first shows up, she goes, "I'm Missy," short for Mistress, and that's the only time they ever acknowledge that shit.
That's,
No. Fucking Moffat's a coward. But yeah, there was a whole big thing during the last Capaldi free part story. Technically 4-part because the Christmas special is also continuing right on after that. But he shows up and it's and there's like this whole explanation of like what happened to him after the end of time and blah blah blah, and then you actually see the moment when he regenerates into Missy in that episode. They did like a fun connecting the dots thing with him.
Please don't make me do a freaking Doctor Who analysis series because I'm tempted.
Do it.
Yeah, might do it along with the Obscure Toku in 2023. Might, because like I've always wanted to get into Doctor Who, and I feel like 60th anniversary, perfect time. The Doctor Who videos do well on YouTube. Why not?
Doctor Who's a good time as long as you just accept the fact that it doesn't give a shit about its continuity until it does.
Yeah, that's probably why I liked Russell T Davies, is because he gave a shit about continuity more often than not.
Well, he gave a shit within his own era and within like his favorite things from childhood, which has kind of been the theme with every writer since him.
Yeah.
Now, like what I'm thinking of is like, do I do like switch between like the first 7 and revival stuff, or do I just go in order of like the first stuff to revival?
I
You
mean,
have to get through a lot of long, weird bits because older stuff was like
Yeah, they're all 4-parters.
7 parts for
and
a
like
single story.
a lot of early episodes are missing.
Yeah, I mean, like, the idea of, like, I'll just cover what I can, and then I'll probably just, like... I might do a bit more, like, speed-up skimming through, like, some of the slower parts.
I mean, the kind of traditional method for modern people getting into it is to start at the beginning of the Revive series, work your way up to current, and then start watching the classic eras in reverse order.
I mean, I want to start with 7 anyway, so, like...
Well, the modern era starts with 9.
Yeah, well, like, I'm talking about, like, classic, like...
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I
But
think
you gotta watch 8's movie, and 8's movie is fucking weird.
I've also heard of like classic Who, you could just kind of bounce around, like pick a version of the Doctor that looks like it'd be something you're down with, and watch them.
Oh yeah, there's much less continuity in classic Who because that was back in the days before streaming or home releases were popular.
Yeah, because like the idea I might do is like I'll start with 7. Then like just go from just like, and I'll also do the revival, but also and then just like I'll just bounce around old stuff while going in order for the revival.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's like because like I know like most like I've seen most Doctor Who reviewers cover episode by episode, but I think I'll just do like era by era.
Yeah, I've seen people doing that. Like one of my favorite
Yeah.
people on YouTube right now is a guy called Clever Dick Films, who has been doing every era in order of by doctor in chronological order, and he's actually going to be releasing 11 in a couple of days, and I'm real excited to see that.
Ooh. Yeah, give me the link. I want to watch that because that sounds something I'm into.
Yeah.
And also, it can probably help me be like, okay, what will I do to stand out from this guy?
Mm-hmm. And he's also started like a sub-series of like looking at some of the more notable companions. Like he's got a video on the Brigadier,
Yeah,
who is basically the Nick Fury of Doctor Who.
interesting. Yeah. Thank you for the link.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're like hour-long retrospect. Oh, they're pretty buffy.
Yeah,
buffy.
they're beefy boys.
They're Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
That's why I stopped myself because it's like.
Yeah, now I want to rewatch these because these are all real good.
Yeah.
I especially love how like he spends half his video on the first Doctor being like, "You gotta fucking understand, TV was vastly different back then."
Yeah, honestly, that might be these might be some good watches.
Yeah,
No, I just
listeners go watch them.
You know what I just found out?
Tell them Modular Media sent you.
You know what I found out recently? That Elvis Presley was a big fan of Star Trek, so much so that he named his horse after something in the show. But instead of naming his horse like something like Kirk or Spock, he named his horse Star Trek.
Yep.
I like this show. Horse, you're Star Trek.
Trek through the stars.
Yeah. It's especially funny because, like, his wife's horse had a way more poetic name, Rising Sun.
Well, you know why horses have fucking weird ass names if they're racing, right?
I don't know, but they weren't race horses. He like kept them in real good shape and just casually rode them.
Yeah, no, but because of race horses, it's a pattern within horses.
Uh-huh.
But the reason why racehorses have such weird names is because they can't sound like any other horse. Because of they can't be like similar in any which way. So you name them something weird and wild, so it sounds different, like making a username in the mid 2000s.
This horse is XXX Park Bench Sniper XXX12.
Ay. Zordon! The teenagers! They're fucking!
Do y'all think they're gonna get Richard Horvitz back for the MMPR reunion?
I mean, they got, like, so many other actors. Why the hell not?
Yeah, it's really impressive. Like, I'm still not over the fact that David Yost came back. That's wild to me.
Yeah, man, I'm actually, like, as much as, like, of an MMPR mid guy I am, I'm very happy with how this whole, like, reunion is shaping up.
Okay, I wanna take bets right now. Do y'all think, because they cast an actress to play Trini's daughter in this special.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to say Trini is dead canonically or just unavailable for this mission?
I think probably it's like she's a bit like bedridden or something. Something like
I don't think they're going to tackle death. I think it might be much more along the lines of like she can't be here, I can help.
Yeah. And like Power Rangers isn't a show that I would like. We've had on-screen character death in Power Rangers, sure, but I don't think they would do like an off-screen they're dead kind of thing. But if they do, fucking tell me Trini went out like a big damn hero. Like give her a Crisis on Infinite or Supergirl moment.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Who was there was a writer who was basically like, yeah, no, Supergirl just got forgotten by people. So I'm gonna just write a story where Supergirl gets to actually die and go to heaven.
I don't remember that. I know that story. I think I read it once a few years ago, but I don't quite remember it. Are you talking about the Christmas with the Superheroes issue where she shows up and is like the ghost of Christmas past for Dead Man?
Maybe. I think it might be it.
Yeah. I think that's either number 2 or number 3. I can't remember which one.
Man, fucking comics right at that moment were fucking wild because fucking Marvel went like, all right, cool, you're getting rid of the Flash. He's in our universe now, bitches.
Wait, what? I haven't heard about this.
Okay, Barry Allen does the whole thing in Crisis on Infinite Earths. And then a couple months later, in a Marvel comic, a guy who has the speed power, short hair and light brown, so like generic looking white guy, pops in with the Speed Force and goes like, I can't. He pops in fast, right? He goes like, I can't remember anything. The only thing I have is like maybe my name, and it sounded like something like buried alien.
Oh yeah, that's right. You told me about this.
Yeah.
Buster, if you have to leave, plug your shit.
Hi, I'm Buster Corp. I do the videos on the YouTube. I'm also on Twitter complaining as usual. So sorry for the sudden leave. People want to sleep. So
Aki, post the meme. Anyway, yeah, you told me about this. Did they ever fucking resolve it?
In Marvel, no, but my personal headcanon is that's where Barry was in between like the Speed Force.
Yeah, the Speed Force like fucking shunted him over here.
Yeah, he just it's like real quick and he stuck around for like a month and was like, all right, I got to figure out what's going on. And he ran, got back into the Speed Force, and then got spat out in DC. Now,
here's a question. Are there any speedsters in Marvel who could theoretically have access to the Speed Force? Like, it's possible that that's how their powers work? Because I know Quicksilver doesn't work that way, because he's a fucking mutant.
Well, there's also the idea that there is no Speed Force in the Marvel Universe. Because remember, in JLA Avengers, the Flash pops into the Marvel Universe and doesn't have any speed powers because he doesn't have access to the Speed Force.
Yeah, but then, like, how would Barry have gotten back?
I don't know.
See, like, these two theories are not congruous.
Oh, wait, he was in Cosmic. There, he could probably have access to, like, Speed Force up in Cosmic bullshit. He didn't land on Earth. I'm trying to remember the book he showed up in.
These fucking Guardians, back when nobody gave a shit about Guardians.
Also, he wasn't considered to be in 616.
Of course.
Buried Alien, Earth TRN-242, which is temporary realm number, I think it is.
Huh.
Buried Alien was an amnesiac speedster from another universe. He claimed that he had a wife and friends, that he had run so fast to try and save his universe. He was discovered by the Runner and invited to participate in his great race, but several other speedsters were declared to be the fastest man alive, but never recovered his memory. He later adopted the alias Fast Forward. He was created by Mark Greenwald and Mike Manley.
Greenwald, huh?
Yeah, didn't he do something with the Flash later?
Maybe, but I've always heard it pronounced Grunwald. Just funky.
The book was Quasar.
Oh.
Quasar number 7. That's number 17. That's the issue he popped up in. And it was a Marvel speedster race.
Yeah. That explains how nobody's ever told me about this before. Nobody gives a shit about Quasar.
Yeah, because in the book, Makari, Runner, Dr. Spectrum, Wizard, Captain Marvel, Quicksilver, Speed Demon.
Which one's Makari? Hang on.
Let me look closer at this.
Here's the thing: you're not going to recognize Makari.
No, I'm like, well, I know Makari's not a girl in the comics, so let me see what Makari looks like in the comics. And oh wow, that's just what if Omega Red was a white dude?
Well, here's the thing: Makari is now female in the comics because they've established something with the Eternals that if they die and come back, the machine may switch their genders, because that basically you have lived long enough that you need something new to fucking deal with, or else you will just go insane.
Here, have a menstrual cycle.
It's more or less of like, all right, cool, you have dealt with a feminine body for like thousands of years. Here's a dick. Deal with it. Oh, okay, okay, cool. New experience. All right, cool. I can deal with this. And they're fine.
That's the title of my Comedy Central show. Here's a dick. Deal with it.
But yeah. He also declared the fastest man alive, Flash's most common epithet by the end of the first appearance, which says, feels right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no. This is what he shows up in the comic looking like, which is just a tattered Flash costumes and bright yellow boots.
And he's got fucking marooned Oliver Queen hair.
Like, legit, I want that to be canon.
Yeah, if I ever write for DC, I'll canonize that. Why not?
You just canonize it subtly. It's like, I have vague memories of being in another world, going in a race with other people.
Mm-hmm. There was this guy, I think his name was Queef? No, that's not right.
No. There was this guy, was his name like Mercury? Because Quicksilver is another word for Mercury.
I remember one dude was named after that fucking eBay app.
There was a dude named Wiz, I think?
The Black Racer was there. I distinctly remember that, but he looked really different.
Yeah, he was a chick somehow.
It's just like doing everything but saying it happened.
Oh, yeah. This is goofy shit. Like, that's the fun part, you know?
Yeah.
Oh my god, he showed up again later on in fucking Quasar.
Of course he did.
But it was like 58.
Oh, wow.
What the okay, hold on.
I need to Mike Grunwald?
No, hold on. I need to fucking show you this goddamn cover.
Oh boy.
This is a cover of issue 29 of Quasar Volume 1. Back, I want you to describe to the audience what you're looking at right now.
I decline.
No, because they can't see it. They need to see what you're talking about.
So has anybody seen the Arnold Schwarzenegger Hood Classic Jr.?
It is Quasar with a pregnant belly.
Mama never said there'd be days like this. What a fucking tagline.
Guess who
And
did?
his face, too. His face looks like that just happened. Like his stomach just ballooned out, and he's like, guys, what the fuck?
Guess who fucking did the pencils?
That looks like a JR Jr. joint.
No, you're gonna hate this. Greg Capullo.
I'm honestly not much of a Greg Capullo fan, so yeah, that's
No,
fine.
it's just more of like, Jesus Christ, this man did that. What?
It's fucking, you gotta eat, and this looks like it was pre-spawn.
Yeah.
That's a thing. Like, who's a popular comic artist you don't care for, but like everybody you think everybody you know likes?
I can't mention because normally, like, I'm able to convince you to like the artist I like.
Ah. Well, I mean, like we were talking on No Prize a couple weeks ago about how like I don't particularly care for Jim Lee or Todd McFarlane or Rob Liefeld or Image Comics in general.
Well, here's the thing. At this point in time, that's all comic art because all the contemporary artists just like use that as influence.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, one of my favorite comic artists is fucking Guriri, so that says a lot about my taste.
Oh yeah, no. Remember that Image book I told you about, the anthology?
Yeah.
There's a Kaya special in there. So like the first 4 issues have like the Kaya book he started reading.
Oh, neat.
So like there's more in there if you want to read it.
I might. We'll see
See what's going on.
I just started reading Reckless, and that's like 6 OGNs I gotta get through over the next few weeks. Because I messaged my friend and I was like, hey, I can't find Mindset at my comic book shop because they're one of those twits who doesn't care for pirating. What's another thing you'd really recommend I read? Because I want to do right by you. Have you checked out Reckless yet? No, fucking do it. And we'll talk more tomorrow. But I really liked the first volume.
All right.
It's basically all Ed Brubaker is doing anymore since he left DC.
Didn't he also do some freaking Captain America?
Yeah, I think he bounced back and forth between DC and Marvel in the late 90s and 2000s.
Brubaker brought back Bucky.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He was that guy.
Could have swore.
Yeah, no. He's definitely that guy. Yeah, because he consulted on the Winter Soldier movie. I just remembered.
Yeah, Captain America, Fear Itself, Captain America Volume 6.
Well, he wrote Fear Itself?
No, he wrote like the Book of the Skull, a one shot.
Oh, okay.
He wrote a tie-in. Co-written by Brubaker and Matt Fraction and Immortal Iron Fist.
I was going to say, I could have sworn Fear Itself was someone else.
Oh yeah, no, Fear Itself was like...
It's not Bendis, is it?
Don't think so.
I'm looking it up. Hang on. It's Matt Fraction. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fear Itself was a good-ass event, and nobody talks about it anymore.
I think it's mostly just because of the ending. Because that's when Nick Fury became the Watcher.
Wasn't that Original Sin?
No, that is Original Sin. What was Fear Itself? Oh, that's just everyone gets hammers.
Yeah, that's everyone gets 4 powers for a minute. Because 4's fucking uncle shows up because apparently 4 is the only good person in his entire family, and 4's uncle fucks shit up. That's the plot of that event. Is it's everyone versus 4's uncle.
I mean, hey, at this point, Loki is a friend and is helping.
Yeah, but no, like that was the first event I read as it was happening, and I remember really loving it.
I say Marvel events are better than they are bad more often than not.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that there's always like some mitigating factor. You go like, it could have been,
Hmm.
or like one part of it was just bad and it just taints the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then you have Civil War 2.
Oh boy. Carol Danvers still ain't recovered from that shit.
Carol Danvers hasn't fucking recovered since she had a rape baby.
Yeah.
For people who are unaware, there was a fucking issue called Avengers 2000. It's fucking
Just go watch the fucking Comic Pop episode on Avengers number 200. You don't need us to explain it.
It is infamous.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Ugh.
I also think nobody will ever do a better job of reviewing that episode just because, like, fucking Tiffany's expression the whole way through.
Like, oh no, I'm doing no.
Yeah. I was rewatching it the other day, but no, in retrospect, it was a really poor decision on Feige's part to try and anchor the Marvel Universe to Carol Danvers for a hot minute.
I think that's the thing, is like Feige gets really into the idea of like, oh man, we could do some cool stuff with this character. Let's put them to the moon, and then everyone goes like, why are you pushy?
Mm-hmm.
And then,
oh, we haven't fucking talked about this yet. Did you hear Zaslav offered DC to Feige?
really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And Feige, quote unquote, politely declined.
Man, hey, James Gunn.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. Like we'll talk in detail on No Prize, and I'm sure people will have already heard that. Or if you haven't, hey, go look at the backlog. But I'm excited about the future for DC movies at the moment.
Yeah, especially because James Gunn, when he got the offer and took the job, the first person he told was Kevin Feige.
Mm-hmm.
I bet they're gonna have so much fun just going like, all right, cool. What DC movies are you doing? Oh man, we're thinking about doing this guy. Oh man, I loved reading about that guy.
Mm-hmm.
What's the next Marvel thing you're doing? Oh, Sleepwalker.
Either that or Gunn's gonna be like fucking Zdarsky and be like, yeah, no, I'm writing Batman now. I can't come to the Marvel creative meetings.
Zdarsky's still writing fucking Daredevil.
Yeah, but no, in interviews he's been saying like, I don't talk to Marvel except to send stuff to my editor now because I don't wanna accidentally give one company like the edge over the other without meaning to. I don't want to be an accidental asshole.
Is he doing the same thing with DC?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's just the thing. It's just like
But he's writing Batman, so he has to be involved with the greater DC narrative.
Mm.
Whereas Daredevil can kind of just tool off and do his own thing, especially because he's already done a big crossover event during his run. I don't think they're going to make him do another one.
Yeah. I don't know. There's it's a lot of like weird politics in comics. And I long for the day where they were just able to like shit on each other with no problem.
Yeah. The days when like they would all leave their offices and then go to cocktail parties together.
Yeah. Like, I imagine the writers and the artists do that without care for editorial. I just want editorial to be in on it too.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
We would not have the Marvel Universe as it is today if it weren't for the fact that the owner of Marvel and the editor for DC went and golfed.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. I would like to think Tom King has Skyped with Jerry Duggan. That is a fun prospect to me.
Yeah, they're old enough that they'd use Skype.
You noticed my particular verbiage there. Thank you. But no, get the fuck. King probably uses some current software because he's done a ton of interviews with Sal, and I imagine Sal doesn't touch Skype with a 10-foot pole these days.
Yeah, I mean they have a Discord server. Comic Pop does.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever tried tooling around that place? Because like for me, it was way too intimidating.
It's weirdly organized. So it's just like it's hard to find your foothold, and it's just like because it is organized the way it's organized, which is very little. It means that conversations overlap a ton, so it gets overwhelming.
Yeah.
Like there's a reason why, even though on my Discord server there's like a maximum of 30 people, and at most 3 people fucking type like message at a time, it is heavily this is where you talk toys, this is where you talk anime, this is where you talk wrestling, because if it wasn't, I would get overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm. By the way, what did you think of that video I posted of the new location for my comic shop?
I tried to watch it, but the link, I didn't go to a certain place. It was just like, what was it? It didn't send me to the video; it just sent me to like Facebook Watch. And
That's
I couldn't
weird.
find it. Oh, let me click it here on the computer and see if that takes me to the right place.
Yeah, I just opened it and it worked fine. But no, my local comic shop is going to be moving to a new location next month, for the listener's sake. And they've actually been trying to get into that location since before the pandemic.
Ooh.
But like their current location, they've been in, I want to say, for like almost 20 years. And they were in it when I moved here. And like I like them. They're good people. They have fair prices, but their location just always felt so cramped. So like I haven't gone in there very much since I canceled my pull list. But this place looks only slightly smaller than my local Second and Charles, and it's also like literally right next to the college campus I work for. So I am excited about the prospect of going into this place pretty regularly. I won't be doing it until the new year because I don't want to get caught up in holiday season crowds, but
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Get them comics.
Who doesn't love walking around a comic book store?
Assholes, that too.
Yeah.
Go walk around comic book stores, buy some comic books.
Save the dying medium that's been dying since the 80s.
Yeah. It's things, man. It's things. You know?
No, comics are fine. They'll be fine.
Here's the thing, comics wouldn't be perceived as a dying medium if you saw them regularly outside of weird niche places.
If you didn't have to look for them.
You know? The other day, it was a while ago, but I saw in the fucking magazine stand at my grocery store fucking Pro Wrestling Illustrated.
Oh, nice.
And I didn't have the extra cash on me, or else I would have gotten it. But like, damn.
Yeah, I think that's because didn't they like just put out the top 100 for this year?
It was like a good couple months ago.
Okay, yeah.
But I also live in Florida, which has a rich and deep wrestling history.
Yeah, it's weird. You wouldn't think Florida is like a huge wrestling state, but it really is.
I mean, other than the fact that like WWE has like all of its training here now.
Yeah.
And like its second headquarters is in Tampa, I believe.
And AEW's MSG is there.
Yeah. Because
there's also FCW. I'm sure there's plenty of other independent promotions.
Oh yeah. There was the Classic Territory ran by one Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah, brother.
Yep. Championship Wrestling from Florida. I think that's the territory Dusty ran.
I need to go back and watch some.
I don't know what made Florida wrestling different than like other wrestling, because like each territory had its own vibe, right?
Yeah.
New York was big, bombastic, and larger than life. Memphis was Memphis.
Memphis was fucking weird.
Puerto Rico was fucking Puerto Rico.
I guess that's just it then. Florida was fucking Florida.
I don't think it was violent, though. I don't think it got that violent. Unlike Memphis or like Puerto Rico, which has a lot of fucking blood. I think it may have just been like just good old fashioned wrestle.
Nice.
Yep. How have you been?
I've been okay. I've been pretty good. I've been mostly just like getting hyped for, getting my ducks in a row for, and executing stuff to prepare for the summit. Like that has been the large thing on my mind. But I've also been I don't know, just like Buster was saying, I sounded pretty tired earlier, but it's just that like I'm low energy because I went to the gym not too long ago. And also like because of all that summit prep, I've been staying up later than I probably should every night this week. So I do plan to catch up on Z's tomorrow, though. Sunday has almost always been my sleep-in day.
But, yeah.
How are you?
I'm solid.
Really? Because you've been having a lot of brain fuzz the last couple weeks, I've noticed.
I think it's just because I try to work on a lot of things at once. And then sleep gets weird.
Yeah.
And, like, but it's less of, like, I can't focus on anything, and whenever I don't stream, like, I cancel a stream, it's always, like, I can work on something, I just don't want to talk. It's very much like an idea of being, like, nonverbal, you know? I don't want to talk, I don't want to fucking interact with people, I just want to fucking edit this shit.
Yeah. I get that. My brain gets like that sometimes, and with certain specific things. Like, that's part of why I don't think I would ever do gaming content, because I just wouldn't be very good at it, because when I do occasionally play video games, I'm very focused on the task at hand, and I don't say very much. Like, I've never actually rage quit a game. Like, I will quit a game in a huff, but I've never gone like, oh, goddamn, a motherfucker, blah, 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 from my controller. I've just been like, well, this is frustrating. I'm going to do something else now.
Yeah. And it's just things in life and bizzle bops, you know?
Yeah.
It's also like, I have a bad habit. Okay. You know how some people will always say, like, yo, basically, like, you can read 10 good comments, one bad comment will ruin your day.
Yeah.
I can read 10 good comments and one bad comment be perfectly fine. I receive 0 comments. I go like, oh no, something's wrong.
Yeah, because the algorithm values comments above all else.
No, it's not that. It's literally like, oh no, I am screaming into the void and no one is interacting with me. Oh no. Here's the thing. That's a completely selfish mindset. I should not expect like everybody to fucking like interact with all of my social media posts and watch all my videos. No. It's just more of like the sheer fear of the void, fear of being alone, fear of not being heard, you know?
Yeah, I feel that. I can have that. I've been getting those loneliness pangs again that make you go like, "Ugh, I want a girlfriend. I want a partner. I want to fuck something."
Why are you going to that place? That's not anywhere where I was.
It's not?
No. It is literally the idea of not being heard.
I thought it was somewhat relatable. Because you want somebody you can talk to.
No, I want to be heard. I don't care about the conversation. And that's why I said it,
Mr. Narcissist!
Yeah, that's why I said it's a completely selfish mindset. It is a weird fucking thing that I know I have. It's very much of like, oh no, I am screaming into the void and no one is responding. Oh no, I am a failure of a person.
Yeah, I don't know, that's weird. That's fucked up. Nobody's telling you you're right?
No, it's just like, I am okay with people telling me to go kill myself. It's just that someone saw it and like said something.
All right, okay. I think there's a very easy solution to this problem then. Make a new Jobby video.
Oh, you joke, but I've been thinking, like, what if I made a... Like,
oh my god!
Not about Jobby, about someone else.
Who?
I don't know. We'll figure it out. I have ideas.
All right.
But it's also just the idea of placing. It's also the idea of like, I make a thing and I'm proud of it and I want to show it to people and I put it in front of people and they just ignore it completely. It's like, but I made this. You can just tell me it's shit, you know?
That's interesting. Because I wouldn't say we never, but we almost always don't get comments on this channel. And I just view it as like, well, our views and our likes are steadily going up every couple of months. We just got to keep pushing and eventually we'll get there.
It's a weird thing because here's the thing. I'm perfectly fine with no comments on this channel. It's because I'm working with other people and we're all working together. It's when I put myself into a thing and it gets no response. It's also probably just because I've been holed up in my house for like years at this point and I don't get out often. So, like, my only connection is the internet. So, if no one talks to me for a while, I get really fucking depressed. And it's very much of like, oh, there is no one is responding. No one's responding. No one is responding positively or negative. It's just, I'm getting no response. This is inherently worthless. I'm inherently worthless. And I crawl into a hole.
You're getting close to having welcome to the NHK syndrome.
To an extent. And like I've been saying, it is a problem. It is not something that I just gotta live with. It is a thing that I don't like having to deal with. But it's also like there's a common phenomenon with people with ADHD called rejection sensitivity dysphoria, that if a response can be seen in a negative light, your brain will immediately take it to its most negative conclusion. Basically because the idea is like, growing up with ADHD, you are more likely to fuck up because that's just how life is. And so you are repeatedly put through everyone yelling at you, telling you fucked up, and eventually you internalize that. So like, you've been at the brunt end of this several times with like, you will go like, hey, where the fuck are you? And my immediate response is like, fuck off, you fucking asshole. Because I immediately went to the worst thing of like, you are like, my brain goes to me of like, oh, Vac is tired of your shit. And like, I always like, Vac is tired of your shit. He doesn't want to deal with you anymore and all that kind of stuff. And I know you don't. So I get fucking angry. It's like, why the fuck are you talking like that, you asshole? You know?
You've never explained it to me that way. It's always just kind of happened and then we've gotten over it once you're here. So, like, I just kind of internalized it as you don't like any form of criticism towards your schedule keeping.
No, it's very much more of like, if you go like, hey, are you okay? Are you going to be here? It's like, yeah, no, I'm trying. It's when you like, and it's not even like saying like you are doing anything wrong. It's totally on me. It's my brain immediately going to the worst conclusion when you were just trying to be a little ribbing joke.
Yeah.
It's like, you know.
Yeah, no, that's fucked up. Why are you doing that? Stop doing that.
Fucking tell my brain, you fucking asshole.
I will. I will look directly at your brain and give it a stern talking to at the summit.
Because like, for lack of a better way of describing it, a lot of people with ADHD go through a similar trauma of just like, at any slight fuck up on my part results in like people being angry and, you know, so like the second something doesn't, like if I make a thing and I post a thing and no one responds to it, my brain immediately goes to the worst of like, oh, no one gives a shit about you. Like they will say, like people will say they're your friends and they want to talk to you, but like the second you try and say anything, no one will respond to you. They only care they only care when they want to care. And it's just like, no, that's not it. That's not it. And it's just like, you got to talk yourself down that ledge. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
It does. I'm just like, that is really unfortunate and I don't know how to deal with it.
Oh, here's the thing. You don't have to deal with it. It's very much like
But I want my friend to be okay, and this doesn't sound like you're okay.
No, here's the thing. It's a thing you just learn to deal with. You know? It's a process. And it's like a big thing is also just knowing like, oh, that's how my brain's been working? Oh shit, yeah, it is. Fuck, I gotta deal with it. Because I think the last couple times you've ribbed me about being late, you have used the same kind of language, but I tried to not be pissed off at it. And if I have been, it's like, all right, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm trying.
Yeah, no, we're good.
And it's also just like, I will post a thing and like no one responds and like no one comes to watch the stream. And it's just like, oh, what am I doing wrong? I'm doing something wrong. Because there were people here before. There were people who liked my shit and commented my shit, and now they're not. What am I doing wrong? And it's like, I'm not doing something wrong. It's just like life happens now, and they didn't see it, or they didn't like it, or whatever. And it's just like, you know, you got to put the muzzle on the monkey brain. Except most people can just automatically put that muzzle on. I got to consciously have my hand on the muzzle, you know?
All right then.
Yeah.
Life's a bitch.
Yeah, it's just working through and doing things and doing all the jazz.
Yeah.
You know, and again, like I acknowledge the way it works with me is a very selfish thing. It's just like, oh, no one liked my tweet, I'm a piece of shit. It's like, no, people didn't see your tweet, or your tweet wasn't that funny. It's just like,
whereas for me, it's like, oh, Buster didn't like that tweet. Is Buster okay? I don't know. I guess I'm just more concerned about other people.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's an immediate negative thought, you know? It's when your brain immediately goes to the worst possible conclusion, which for me is, oh, I'm a piece of shit, and no one cares about me, and I am worth nothing. I am a hindrance to them.
Yeah.
Because also, you got to remember, that's how a lot of people with ADHD, like, internalize all the fuck-ups growing up, is, oh, I'm a fuck-up, and I hurt other people. That's why there's also, like, a high percentage of, like, people-pleasing within ADHD, people of, like, trying to go above and beyond and make sure people are happy. Because if you feel like if you don't, you're just going to make them mad. How you doing there, Mac?
I want my friend to be okay.
I fucking live with this, bud. It's just life.
Yeah. But also, like, it makes me worried about, like, I hope you're having a good day the whole time during the summit. Like, I would hate for you to have, like, one of those walk up, I need to do this thing, but I can't do it until I do this thing moments.
Well, here's the thing. Like, when I'm hanging out with friends and stuff, it's like that kind of doesn't happen, mainly because also, like legitimately, people are right there and I can see their face easier.
Mm.
So, like, I know when I'm, like, bothering someone or not, and, you know, it's a variety of things. It's a variety of little bits and bobs, and you just learn and you roll with the punches.
Well, as long as you don't take a bit from Bob, he's gonna need that.
Yeah, it's life. It's what you make of it, you know.
Yeah, and what I make of it is that I'm tired, and I'm not trying to dismiss Boingo's problems, but I think this episode should be over by now because we're kind of going in circles here.
Oh yeah.
So Boingo, where can everyone find you on the internet?
Hey, you want to watch some Twitch streams? Twitch.tv/Boingo Writer. I play a variety of things, including a random RPG that you can vote on. Twitter. I will play a variety of things. Just follow me there. You can follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at Boingo_Writer. And you can also watch my YouTube videos. Search for Boingo Writer on YouTube. I make a variety of videos, including, but not limited to, Gateway to Geats, a weekly analysis and review of Kamen Rider Geats as it's happening, and a variety of video essays and editorials. Other people can attest to their quality.
They're pretty good. I'm the Vacuuminator. I've made many videos in my career, but primarily now I'm trying to focus on tokusatsu videos of the analytical nature. More are coming very, very soon. I'm prepping for a bit of a comeback after the summit. So go get caught up on my backlog at youtube.com/thevacuuminator. Also follow me on Twitter at thevacuuminator and on Instagram at _vacuuminator, where I post action figure photography every single day. And everyone, thank you for listening to this episode of Modular Components. I know it might not have been the energy everyone was expecting. A little chaotic, a little down tempo, but that's okay sometimes. Please give us a like, comment down below, subscribe, and ring the bell in order to enable notifications to get every episode of this and all our other podcasts delivered straight to your email and sub box. Follow us on Twitter at the Modular Media and join the subreddit r/Modular Media, and get hype, folks, because the next time you hear us will be the first day of the summit. We'll of course record it the Saturday beforehand, but when you hear a new episode of Modular Components next, I will be on the fucking highway on my way to Boingo. So be excited about that. And until then, bye.
Goodbye.